Hello valued viewers, I hope you're all doing very well. It's late March 2023 and it's very exciting because we've just got hold of a preview copy of the 9th and most recent terrain module in DCS World, the Sinai map. Here is a summary of the DCS maps overlaid on the world by Mr. Roboto for us. The new map is here. You can see how it slightly overlaps the existing Syria map by about 40 nautical miles. Its dimensions, as of the preview copy at least, 450 nautical miles east to west, 340 north to south. We're going to do our best to cover as much information as we can in this preview. We're going to talk about the 20th century history, an overview of the map, a closer look at Egypt, Israel and its point of interest, our flight plan, then we're going to fly some of the points of interest and then do a summary. So next, some history. The most poignant piece of 20th century history, to my knowledge, would be the 1967 Six-Day War. And I do actually have a link to this war in a way, in that my uncle Samir is or was Syrian. And in 1967, he was conscripted to drive a tank for the Syrian army in the Six-Day War. He never did such a thing. He thought it was too dangerous and that the Israelis would probably win. So he fled to England, where I live, and he met my dad's sister. And that's how I learned about the 1967 war. In 1967, tensions were brewing between a whole series of Arab countries: Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Syria, and others against Israel. Rather than waiting to be attacked, Israel decided to make a huge preemptive strike against various Arab countries. We've actually done our own version of the Six-Day War. We've done a whole milsim campaign in DCS. We've got a playlist here if you ever want to check it out. It's pretty cool. Unfortunately, we didn't have the correct territory at the time, or we did have some, but not this southern area. As I was saying, Israel performed a preemptive strike and they did extremely well. Using their air force, they knocked out positions in the Sinai desert, which is this area here belonging to Egypt, and they actually took hold of a large portion of this Sinai desert. They also took control of the Gaza Strip, which I think was from Egypt. Also, they took the West Bank here from Jordan, and the Golan Heights up here and a little further up from Syria. After the Six-Day War, the Sinai in its entirety was handed back to Egypt. The Gaza Strip here remains disputed and is still a real geopolitical hotpot. Also, West Bank remains disputed and the Golan Heights remain disputed. So as you can see, possibly the world's most disputed piece of territory in this map. Let's look a bit more at the geography first. The country is the obvious stuff. This is northeast Egypt, including the Sinai here. The disputed Gaza Strip is here. The West Bank, already shown, is here. Israel borders all the way down to south here to the Red Sea, up here to the Dead Sea, to the Mediterranean. Off the top of the map, you've got the very foot of Lebanon there, the foot of Syria here. This area is Jordan, and here is Saudi Arabia. The two most detailed model countries are Egypt and Israel. Egypt, thus far on my preview copy, and this will change and be increased over time, they always do, consists of 4 ports. 1, Suez Canal, obviously. A whole series of prefabbed missile sites for SAM and EWR positions, guys like that there. 14 active air bases, including Al Mansoura, Cairo West, Cairo International, Insha Air Base, Bilbai Air Base, this one here that I just cannot pronounce, Wadi Al Jandali, Az Salil Haya, Abu Saiwa, Al Ishmailiyah, Difat Suwa Airfield, Fayed, Kilbrit Air Base, and Malez in the Sinai. Israel consists so far of 3 ports, a huge number of preset EWR/SAM sites again, and 10 active air bases, roughly from south to north: Ovdar, Raman, Nevatim, Hatzarim and Hatzarim Hido Base, Hatzor, Tel Nof, Palmahim, Ben Gurion, and Seed Dov. As yet, there are no active air bases in Jordan, Saudi Arabia, or the other two snippets of country. Which leads us on to our flight. We've decided to take a very large tour of the area, trying to take as many sites in as we can. We're going to fly in F-16s because it's got very good visibility. We'll start here at Port Said on the north coast of Egypt. We'll fly a total route of 760 nautical miles. We'll visit Port Said here, go around the north coast of Egypt to here, Port Alexandria, again a rich history. Then southeast to Cairo. We're going to go and see the pyramids and the sites in Cairo. We'll try and take in as many air bases as we can in Cairo and head to Suez here, the top of the Red Sea. We're then going to follow the Suez Canal and its air bases all the way up back to the Mediterranean. Then we're going to go 100 miles east along the northern coast of Sinai. The Sinai itself is pretty much just a desert, so we're not going to spend too much time in the actual desert. Then Gaza, with its rich history, and over Gaza, into Israel actual, and follow the coast up to the capital, Tel Aviv. We're not going to go any further than Tel Aviv because we are always limited for time. There's only so much we can see. We can't take everything in. And as well, north of Tel Aviv, more or less, is already on the existing Syria module. So then we'll turn southeast over Ben Gurion to Jerusalem, Bethlehem, and to the Dead Sea. Down the Dead Sea in its rich colours. Once we reach the southern point of it, we'll turn west over Nevatim and the Hatzarems. Then south to Ramon, over some desertous area to Ovdar, and finish here in the southern port of Eilat. Obviously, sorry if I've got any names wrong. Welcome in, viewers. We're starting just east of Port Said. First thing to say, this is actually the first time we've loaded this up in 3D. In Grim Reapers, we like to do everything unscripted and kind of real reactions, so we're just going to see how it goes. In terms of performance, some of you may be interested. At the top, I will show my frame counter. I'm on the single-threaded version of DCS. My system is an AMD 5900X with 3080 NVIDIA card and 32 gigabytes of RAM. In fact, before we fly, I would just like to quickly show you one of those SAM sites before I forget. Here is one of them in Egypt. You can see it's kind of got a hardened area in the middle for an EWR, and then I guess you'd have SAM batteries out in these little revenant type areas and some general auxiliary buildings. Simba, are you ready to do a hell of a load of miles? And this is really interesting, viewers. I love getting new stuff like this because you get to learn the history. I'm not a particularly smart guy, as you will know. I get to learn about it from my guys. Are you ready, Simba Wimba?
Absolutely.
First thing I noticed, Simba, is how green it is. What is going on? Are we not in Egypt? We are in Egypt. Oh, of course we are. Look at that. It's green. Well, is this the Nile Delta, Simba? I remember when I was a kid.
This is the Nile Delta, so it will be extremely fertile.
Right, so I'm going to seem like a massive noob here, but the Nile isn't the Suez. No, the Nile's not the Suez. That's the Nile. I think, viewers, this is the Nile. It goes through Cairo, doesn't it? Of course it does. And then it goes into this big delta here, this big basin, which means it all gets moist, for a lack of a better word. So you've actually got some greenery here. And look how populated it is, viewers. There's stuff everywhere. There's so much stuff. We're never going to be able to go over it. All right, let's just do it, Simba. Yeah, like on the other terrains, viewers, we're still, you know, after all these years, finding areas we've never seen before. There is just so much. So that, viewers, is the Nile Delta. Look how flat it is. I never really thought it would be that flat. God, look how far I can see in the distance. There's a big suspension bridge over there. Also, there's going to be loads of points of interest, viewers. We're never going to find them. Like I said, it's our first time looking around. We're always against the clock in GR because we've got such a fierce time schedule of stuff to do. So we'll just do our best. So this, viewers, this Simba is Port Said, I think. In fact, I might have that wrong. Yes, it is. It's Port Said. Try and look for interesting things and point them out to the viewers, Simba. Cranes. Why, viewers, am I in my F-16 rather than doing kind of static shots like this, which will give you a better view? Well, this is how you're going to see it, right? You're all going to fly aeroplanes, so this is the pixels that you're going to see at 500 knots. So I figured it's going to be best for you guys.
While the map itself is stunning as well, to complement this map with ED's latest update, they now render objects at 80 nautical miles and I can see way down this way and see the cityscape.
Yeah. I was unaware of that. When did that get implemented, Simba? I'm a bit behind as
that was it's the latest patch along with the multi-threading.
Roger. Look at me not knowing everything as usual. Right, so where are we now, Simba? Already literally lost. So we're here, going to that place. God, so now I really want to know, how far did Rommel get? I completely forgot. Viewers, how far did Rommel get? In the early 1940s, I must know. Alright, more greenery. Simba, we've got infinite fuel, and I'm punching the burners just to get over this area of kind of non-build-up. What is that? Is that a road? Yep, just a little road here. Viewers, this green land, what do they do? Is it farmland? Like all this green land in England is going to be farmland. Is this farmland? If so, what do they grow here?
Yes, good question.
I would like to know.
But yeah, this being the, off the Nile Delta, it's very fertile.
We're heading into the second of 4 ports on the north coast of Cairo in this map, viewers. And I can't pronounce his name, but it's whatever that says. Demeter. New Demeter. So there is the old town, I think. I've not broken 60 FPS yet, or not, do you know what I mean? Not gone lower, so that's a good sign. And I've seen lots of polygons, viewers. Can you see those polygons? Are you looking at them? There's a thing over there, there's a point of interest. The building, don't know what it is. Wow, look at this town. Still 60 FPS. Viewers, I'm actually genuinely impressed, and I'm not easily impressed now, because I'm looking at all this gumph here. Can you see the gumph? I'm still at 60 FPS, which with my computer is freaking unheard of, just so you know. So that's good. Right, we're over the new town now, I think. Let's have a look. Yep, we're over the new town. On sort of wherever the port. So here's the new town over here. Looks just like the old town, if I'm honest. But newer. The buildings are very packed, aren't they, Simba? God, imagine living like that. I mean, I guess that's how a town in England is, really, but I live in the country, so there's like 100 miles between each house. Literally, that's why I've got no internet. Nice sewage
I imagine
works.
they do that to conserve the fertile land, so they can grow stuff.
Alright, speaking of fertile land, plenty more of that coming up, viewers. Punch and speed up again, Simba. We've got 700 miles to do, 760 nautical miles to do. At 700 knots, that's over an hour's travel. So this is going to be long, long, long. Alright, going over this little bit, viewers. It is an unknown area. Oh, there's a thing, there's a point of interest coming up, Simba, right ahead of us. There's like a clamshell thing. Stand by. If you gain some altitude, you'll see a thing below us. Like a sickle. And some such. Hello, sickle. Viewers?
Oh, is this the shape that's on their flag?
Oh my god, I don't know what the flag looks like, so... Don't know, do you know, viewers? Yes? No?
Yeah, it kind of has that hieroglyph look to it.
Alright. Guess we'll check afterwards. Alright, viewers, next is a big stretch without anything to see, I think. Yeah, probably nothing major. So we're going to go along the coast now. But I'm going up to altitude because I haven't done any altitude yet, Simba. Right, look at this. We're above the northern tip of Egypt now, viewers. At, literally, thousands of feet. In fact, 12,000 feet. Trees. Stuff. Lots of little towns and stuff and villages. But you don't want to see all of them. Therell be hundreds of them. Lots of little ports, small ports and stuff like that. The next town is going to be Borj Al Burulas. Man, they make this difficult, don't they? Right, Borj Al Burulas, here I come. Oh, it's cool, look at it. It's like a little beach Miami. Welcome to Miami. Wish I could go to Miami.
Ami.
Right. Oh, viewers, a thing. I bet that's like a friggin' pleasure town. You know me, I like a good pleasure town.
That would be Alexandria.
Ah, there you go. Oh, we're going there next, Timber. Bushes and stuff, viewers. Little houses in the bushes and the trees.
I do like their different size where they're storing the imported, or where they're storing all their oil.
Yeah, I get it.
Different size containers.
Good for blowing up, I think, Simba. We won't be blowing stuff up today, viewers. That'll come in the missions. Today, we just want to have a little looky. And another note, Simba, another note, viewers, I don't really know, I'm not sure when this map's actually coming out to you guys. When it does, it'll probably be slightly different to what we've got here, so just always expect that. Alright, that is this port, viewers. The one I can't pronounce. It's massive again. Much of chemical work. I don't know what they are. Things. Chemical something. It's pretty though. Out there.
This is a train line, so...
It's a train. Yeah, it's going to have a train line, isn't it? Oh, it is a train line. Look at that. Alright. Sewage works. I'm really into sewage works at the moment, Simba. Oil stuff. Oil. Right. We're on our way to Alexandria now, Simba. Not Alexandra. Or Alexander, but Alexandria. We've covered, and I quote, wow, 70 nautical miles already. F-16, best 16. Right, here's a... Look, there's a big lakey area. Now, that would be seawater, I'm guessing. Viewers, would that be seawater, do you think? Salt water? Now, look how the green is away from the sea. I wonder where that is. There's like an area of beach almost. It's like a mile long, wide. Also, look at those power cables. They're massive. I've got to go down for a bit, Simba, and have a little scuttle around like a frigging scuttlefish. 40 miles from Alexandria. We're going to go past a little area called... Oh, that looks pretty. Rosetta. We're going to go past a town called Rosetta with a frigging SAM site in it. I'm going to go and see what Rosetta looks like. Oh, sugar. I almost crashed. Wow, that would be embarrassing if I didn't even make the freaking journey, viewers. Wouldn't that be poetic justice? When it comes to how accurate is each building, viewers, they're kind of generic. The way, obviously, the guy's not going to go model 10 million buildings, so they model a bunch of buildings kind of from the area, and then they copy and paste them. That's the only way you can do it. Like the occasional mosque or, you know, whatever. They're dispersed in there. Look at that, all those high tension powers, viewers. A lot for GR to crash into, if you ask me. I like this area, it's nice, Simba. I might move to friggin' Egypt. Do you reckon they'd have me? Bet they wouldn't. I've said some bad stuff.
I guess as long as you don't steal stuff from the pyramids.
Right then.
You okay?
Yeah, that would be bad. Right, viewers, we're heading to Rosetta.
They take that pretty serious.
Yeah, they really do, don't they? Yeah, crime and punishment is not a laughing matter around here, viewers. England, not so much. You can get away with anything in this place. Sorry that I shake my head round a lot, viewers, but it's just what I do. It's how I operate in real life. I've got to stop shaking head round for the valued viewers. Right, Simba, this is Rosetta. Do we like it? I like it. I mean, it's a bit industrial, but who doesn't like a bit of commerce, right? Got to pay those taxes at the end of the day.
I just keep thinking of Rosetta Stone, the language.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Can we go and learn Egyptian? Egypt has its own language, question mark? I guess so. There's a massive, I guess that's not finished over there. Look, you see there, viewers? It's just like blank. It's because it's not finished yet. They'll populate it. If you want an example of that, go see the South Atlantic map. Huge map. When it came out, it was not barren, but it was about half as populated as it is now because they keep adding stuff to it, which is good. Right, viewers, I'm putting the burners on now because I'm not sure there's any huge points of interest until we get to Alexandria, which is there. You can see far. Look how far you can see now, Simba. Have you seen that?
Oh, yeah.
You see literally till the end of the earth. Well, bloody far. Right, wow, we're almost there. 10 miles until Alexandria. Oh, it's big! Alexandria itself is like 40 miles long! The city's too dang long. I'm 800 knots. I'm making up some time as I go over the sea, Simba. A little bit of urban. Not urban, what's the word? Suburbia?
A lot of oil refineries and industry buildings in the port.
God, did you ever play SimCity when you were a kid?
I played it a little bit, yes.
Friggin' love SimCity, viewers. Does this remind you of SimCity? Because it does me. I want 5 blocks of light commerce right here, please. I said I always poisoned my citizens because I hated them so much. Right, we're in Alexandria proper here, viewers. Look at that. Look at all the stuff. And have you noticed, viewers, my FPS hasn't dropped once? And that doesn't happen in a lot of the maps. There's the missile site, viewers, protecting Alexandria. All the viewers are like, stop yapping and just let us look at the frigging thing. Guarantee it. Turning down the massive 40 miles of Alexandria now.
I'm gonna ride along the inland side.
I'll go outland, or I'll go to seaside then. Tell me if you see anything of interest. Viewers, I haven't done much low flying, so why don't we try a little bit of low flying, 60 FPS. There's a supercat hits a freaking building. Oh, look at it. Look, it's nice, viewers. Look at that. Sexy. That's actually pretty good. See all the stuff, viewers? All the undulations in the terrain and stuff? That's pretty cool, right?
Nice little wooded park in the middle of the city.
They've got a park. I have to put some friggin' high-rises and parking lots on it. Man, there's too many people in this friggin' world. Look at it. nuts. High rises here, viewers, like 10+ story buildings. Can you see it? Going out to the, I don't know what we're at now. Where are we now, Simba? Oh god, we're only hardly...
housing areas are so tight stacked.
They really
I could not imagine trying to find insurgents in there.
Well, you better, because we're almost certainly going to be doing that like real friggin' quick, by the way. That's a nice, this is that's high property value right there, viewers. Oh, there's a building, look at that, Fort Knox. Hello, I'm Fort Knox. More sexy buildings. Only in this way, I guess. Where's the centre of town? Not the foggiest, Viewingtons. I don't know, it's kind of like, it's a bit stretched out, so how do we know the centre is? Somewhere, I guess. Right, how about, okay, we're on to the next bit of Alexandria. You know, that city that literally never ends. Oh, there's a point of interest coming up as well, Simba. I don't know what it is. It's like a big grid. I don't suppose a grid could be that interesting, but you know what I mean? It is a grid. Look at that. What is that?
I mean, it's a grid.
It is a grid.
I don't know what they do in it.
Viewers, what the heck is that? Are they, like, filling it in or something? They've got plenty of land, so why would they? Also, what the hell is the population of Egypt? I want to know that now. It must be high. That said, they only really populate the kind of around the edges, don't they? So maybe it's not high.
I wonder if it's a fishing thing of some sort.
It's massive. Viewers, you got to let me know what this is. All I can tell you is it's a thing. I know that's what I say about everything, but it really is. Huh. Right, Wimba, I think we've finally got to the end of possibly the longest city in the world. Apart from maybe Tokyo, which is good, because I'm hungering for some freaking, not windmills, what are they called? Pyramids. Right, Simba, we're going to switch to steer point
127?
Yeah, no, near enough, yeah. Right, last one, so the pyramids is a rotten egg. Viewers, we're going to go over what is presumably going to be a load of terrain that's very similar, so I'm going to put the burners on. Why don't we do a bit of high flying again as well?
Yep, climbing.
Look at that. Oh, it looks sexy. I must admit, I thought when we were going to do this, it was just going to be all desert and like kind of boring, to be honest. But it's kind of cool, look. It's like modern art. I mean, I don't like modern art, but if I did, it would look a bit like this. Prepare face for Mark II. Look at it, it's huge. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Oh, what are those big crop circles? Have you seen a crop circle, Simba? What the heck is that? It is a break. Oh, it is crop circles. Viewers, if you're in Egypt, please tell me what they are.
What they grow there.
That's weird, isn't it? I wonder why that's a thing. And they're big, they're like miles across. In fact, why don't I go and find out how big they are across? Half a mile across. Ah, I'm going to say something that might even be clever, Simba. This is the Nile Delta, and it's got loads of tributaries or little rivers going out, right? So I bet what they did was create loads of little channels to channel the water into these fields, to create these fields.
It would make sense.
It would make sense. Viewers, am I right? Or have I got that wrong? We're passing over Sadat City. I don't think we're going to stop. It looks industrial. Go over the top and turn upside down and give it the friggin' birdie. Mark 1.7 across Egypt, viewers. What's out here? Desert. Desert, desert, desert. Not so it. More crop circles. When I saw them on the map, I thought they must be a bug or something, but no, they're very much real. So there's a bit of the Nile, viewers. You see that? How cool is that? This is Sadat City. Yeah, it's just a freaking industrial palace. Man, there's a lot of industry in, where are we? Egypt, isn't there, Tim?
Yeah, I mean, it's the fertile part of the country. A lot of population.
Got stuff to make, mouths to feed and such. Oh man, I see Cairo coming up. Oh, it's going to be big. Still 60 FPS, viewers. See that? The first base you're going to hit. First base you're going to hit is Cairo West, and our first airport today is Cairo West. 20 miles on your nose. Viewers, our first airfield.
And if you look straight out, you can start to see pyramids.
Watch out. We're not going to do all 24 of them, viewers, obviously, because it will take literally all day. We're just going to blast by them. Right, let's go and have a look at them.
Yeah, just continue to look out just past the waypoint mark.
Man, I wish I could travel. The furthest I've ever been is Germany, which is like 800. Oh, I see pyramids! Look at that, viewers. How they, literally everyone in the world knows more about this than me, but it's how they they're burial sites, aren't they, for the pharaohs? Have I got that right? It is right, isn't it?
They firm.
So they would have been the biggest pharaohs, whoever they were, at the time. And to get them, I'm guessing, closer to God or something. I don't know. And they were marble. The edges were marble, weren't they, Simba? A shiny white marble. But they were all stripped off for other projects, which is like the most short-sighted thing I think I've ever thought of. Let's strip the pyramids. You've got lots of these air bases here. They're all going to be completely individual and kind of sexy, if you ask me. Also, God, Cairo's big. Why did I make it so big? 40 miles by 20 miles. Cairo West is hardened. They've got houses. You see them? Hardened air shelters, viewers. And that means only one thing, military jets. Now, what does Egypt's Air Force have? They still got old Mirages? I don't know.
Yep,
Man,
they got
I've done some research.
M2000s, they got Raphael, they got F-16s.
They've also, thinking about it, weren't they supplied generally by Russia? So aren't they going to have some Russian stuff? That'd be interesting.
They got MiG-29Ms.
Huh.
And that was a purchase, I think, 8 years ago.
Roger. I'm going to the pyramids now, viewers.
They got both Apaches and Hinds.
Good look at you knowing everything, Simba. Look, one of the 7 wonders of the world, viewers, pyramids. I must admit, they look absolutely tiny and unimpressive from here, but don't worry, we'll get closer. Oh my God, there's more pyramids! I thought there was only 3!
No, those are the paint.
Jesus!
The old pyramids.
Wow. Okay, you're going to have to help me out here. So, are these the old pyramids, these big 2? Are these the big ones that everyone knows about?
These 3 by the city, where we're at.
And they were aligned with...
The Sphinx is here.
Oh, man. I don't know anything about Egypt at all. Right. So here are the pyramids. Hello, pyramids. I'm going to... I don't know. I need to do a high alpha pass by them. I can't think what else to do. But there's a Sphinx.
Yeah.
Ik bin ein friggin' Sphinx. My pussycat would love that. Right, yeah, you fly low between them so I get some sense of scale, Simba Wimber. I'm going to do a thing, viewers. And you know me. Usually when I do a thing, things blow up. Off of me. Look at these buildings, these suckers.
They really went into the textures, too.
Freaking massive. Right, we must not hit each other. Here we go, viewers. Look at that. Oh, look. There's a... Man, I want to go visit this S now. I wonder how high they are. Viewers, let me know their height, please. I literally learned everything about the world by your comments. There's some kind of churned up stuff here and a Sphinx there. That was cool.
I'm going to do something silly to see if it works. I'm going to fly over the pyramid and use my radar altimeter.
Go on then.
See if it registers.
Chop, chop. Did it work?
It did, but it was so quick.
It'll be a blip.
It just flickered.
Right, so they've got some more pyramids over there. So what the hell are they? And they look, to be honest, actually even bigger, Simba. I'm going to go and have a quick...
Yeah, there's a name for it, actually.
They have a name.
I'm sure the viewers will tell us the name. I think it's the Valley of the...
Kings?
Valley of the Kings?
Valley of the Kings? That's where Tutankhamun was found. And he gave that guy that... COVID or something. I don't remember. In 1920, break 9? I don't know. Look at those things. Little ones. Valued viewers, if when I die, and I am going to die, but when I die, can you build me a pyramid? No, even better. If I had a pyramid, how big would it be? Would it be big, massive? And what kind of shape would it be? Would it be stupid? Who knows? These are actually pretty big, Simba, you know. I'm not even sure they're that much smaller than the big ones. All right, Simba. I think enough showboating. Where the hell are we anyway? God, we've gone right across Cairo. Coming. This is the Nile, viewers. I'm going to continue up the Nile, northbound, Simba Wimber. There's a little thing there, a SAM site, defending break. Cairo. We're in Cairo. There's some little hills here, viewers. Look how big Cairo. Oh, bridges. Oh, I've got to fly under. Inner 5-year-old.
There should be a soccer stadium near the airport.
Watch out, that's the big one.
Also, I saw a couple of interesting structures.
You found some interesting.
In and around the airport. Yeah, uniquely modeled structures.
Oh, definitely unique. All right, let's go and find it. Airfield, you say. Oh, look at these little islands, viewers. Oh, man, I want to live on that. How do we get GRHQ set up on that biatch? Tiny little house on it.
Become a pharaoh?
I'm thinking of becoming a pharaoh after doing this, actually. How does one become a pharaoh, exactly?
Look at the desert mounds out to the south.
I want to tell you something, viewers. The Nile is wide. Look how wide it is. Man, I love maps. Ask my wife. If I ever see a map, I'm hooked to it. It's over a quarter of a nautical mile wide. Right, we're heading over what I would consider the old town now, viewers. If I were a guessing man, which I am. I live my whole life by guessing the shit.
Did Alexander declare himself a pharaoh?
Sure. Why not? Look, there's a big high-rise there, viewers. You know what there isn't? And I was about to say there's no massive buildings. Yep, just found them. Found downtown, Simba. I'm downtown. Flares out. Look, viewers, it's a thing. A round building. Downtown. Stadium for doing local sports teams and such. Another big tower. Look at that. Can you see that? More towers. Bigger towers. Like a small version of twin towers. There's all sorts of towers here, Simba.
All the sailboats on the river.
Oh yeah, sailboats on the river. I'll have one of those one day. Look, a round building there with a facade on it. A triangle building like Toblerone. Seen the triangle building, Simba? Oh, and another building. Look at that.
Yep.
Man, there is some intellectual, some architectural stuff going on here. Right, viewers, I was going to be an architect. You know that? Before I realised I was thick. Then I didn't become an architect. Look, more buildings. More big buildings. I think we found the mother lode, Simba. Oh, this thing has to be done. Oh no, an even bigger one. Watch this. Look at this sexy building. They're all very pretty as well, viewers. I can see helicopter dogfights over here, Simba. Helicopter dogfights for shiz. Right, I'm heading out towards International. Oh, yeah. That was nice. That was what I'm guessing is the biggest town set. I don't know, Tel Aviv's pretty big, isn't it? Oh man, this video is going to be so friggin' big. So much to see. Alright, heading out to Cairo International. New Cairo. There's New Cairo. Oh my god, have you seen New Cairo? Sexy. Like a stained glass window. But new. There's New Cairo, viewers. Here's Cairo International. It is big, so we need to know about that.
There's like 140 parking spots on the map.
What a biatch.
For us to place things. Ooh, I see the main terminal.
Yep, that terminal. Terminal's big. Wow, the tower's massive. I'll buzz the hell out of that tower, Simba. Alright. Very good. Nice big base. I'm heading quickly. Right, we're going to head towards Suez now. Of course, I'm aware we've taken 25 times as long as we were supposed to. I'm going to have a look at New Cairo on the right. New Cairo looks nice.
Ooh, there are pools.
Swimming pools, right? Man, I love a pool. Actually, I wouldn't. I couldn't afford the electricity. But if I could, I would love a pool. That's nice. See that, viewers? New Cairo? Look, they've even designed it a certain shape. How do you go about designing a friggin' town? Apart from on SimCity. There is Cloverfield. Cloverfield's right below us. I've got to have a look. Roll over and have a look. Do a wheelie burn. Look at that. It's a big Cloverfield. Look at that. Can you see that? I don't think I've got less than 60 FPS still. You're not a viewer. You're Simba. That's impressive.
Yeah, I'm in VR and I'm holding great frame rates.
That's good, because getting DCS to do big cities is sometimes, viewers, a friggin' nightmare and causes us problems. This, not so much. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to find out who made this map and give him a friggin' high five. Maybe even 2.
Oh, passing over another airport.
Right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a God's eye view for the viewers. Watch this. I am God! Free Jones. You see? New Cairo. Boom. Cloverfield. Things. International. There's all the sexy buildings. You see them, viewers? Sexy buildings.
They're not all the pyramids.
Yes, they did. Matrix, who's not supposed to be
here. Look there. Am I not? Oh, I'll disappear.
Bye, Matrix. We had a thing, viewers. Stuff there. More Nile. More Nile. More Nile. Nile. Look how far you can see. I can see all the way to the coast, Simba. And that is not an exaggeration. That's the coast right there. Ooh. Big, big.
How far do you reckon we are from where we started.
We're actually going back on ourselves, Simba, so not far. We're going back on ourselves, if you know what I mean.
Sweet.
So we're doing a full
I'm gonna
circuit.
do something stupid.
Yeah. You are doing something stupid, aren't you, Simba? Do it. That's why he gets the big bucks, viewers. He gone for a friggin' has. Woo!
I hope everybody got to see the inside of the house.
They did, and I was going to say, if I did that, with my luck, it would be a MiG-21 in there, and I'll blow up. Viewers, that's the Red Sea? Dead Sea? This is Red Sea, isn't it, down here? This is Red Sea. Why are there so many friggin' SAMs on the coast? Who builds all those SAMs? Anyway, these guys are built SAMs. I'm guessing SA variant from Russia. Right, we're going to Suez. Now, there must be all kinds of tension around the Suez, because the whole world uses it, right? To get from, well, anywhere to anywhere. Man, I need to read a book on the Suez. Who owns it? Do Egypt own it? They must do, mustn't they?
Yep, Egypt control it.
Okay, there's some towers. We haven't seen towers yet. Or, like, Eiffel Towers. There's Eiffel Towers on it. 80 miles long, and it must cut weeks off shipping, viewers. Okay, got a stadium. 2 stadiums right next to each other. That's bad town planning. And you know what we're seeing again? Green, fertile land, viewers. And a nice park for the kiddies.
Oh, the texturing is beautiful down low with these these ridge lines.
Coming. We're gonna fly up the Suez north, Simba, for 80 miles, real friggin' fast, by the way, back to Port Said, which is where we head over the Sinai. That's the Sinai there, viewers, which I'm pretty sure is just sand, lots of it. Unless I've got my geography wrong, which happens. SAM site there, see that? Alright, turning in these guys here, probably ripping my wings off. What are those telephone cables? What are those towers, viewers? What do they do? Oh, they're just... doesn't matter. Figured out what they are. Well, Simba, I don't know where you are now, but I'm heading up the Suez. Now, you said that the Suez is modelled for ships or something, didn't you?
Yes, the developer said that you should be able to drive a carrier through the Suez.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if they have to pay a toll or something.
Oh, yeah. There's definitely a transport tax.
Because, you know, someone's got to pay to keep this thing in order. Look at it. It has walls. Viewers, can you see that? It has little walls. Because this is man-made. Sorry, this is man-made. It's not natural. I wonder who had to pay for this originally. I mean, how much money must this have cost? Found a temple. Not a temple. What are they called? Mosque. Not even a mosque. It's just a... I don't know what it is. I don't know, but I'm going through it.
I want to say the Brits had a hand in it, didn't they?
Yeah, of course we did, yeah. Back then we were doing just about everything, but I mean, I wonder who put that Mulan up. Okay, there's cones, or buoys, buoys, whatever your weird country calls them, Simba.
We'd like to look at the buoys in the water.
A point of interest. Look, I found a bit of Spain, viewers, in the middle of Egypt. A little Spanish villa, and it's a base. Where have we got to? We've got to Kibrit Military Air Base. Hello, Kibrit Military Air Base. Houses I'm not going to fly through. So those are military houses, Simba. The Spanish villas are military houses. How about that? Flying in the MiG-29s and stuff. Right, punching the burners. And then we've got Al-Ishmaili. That one. That one is hard to say.
Oh yeah, the buoys are for to keep the ships in the deep part of the canal.
An interesting point. I thought my first interesting point, viewers. Usually, when you do an F3, it goes jaggy and jerky, where it loads the next bit of the map up. It hasn't done that today, and bear in mind, I've never run this map before. They've somehow made it like really efficient, so it doesn't do any jerking. Have you had any jerky yet? I've had not a single bit, by the way.
Nope. Everything is a smooth transition, even going from up high to down low.
I wonder if it's because it's a desert map, or I don't know, but it's I prefer.
There's some treed areas.
Whenever you're making a map, viewers, you obviously got to make that trade-off between detail and performance. I prefer performance. I personally don't like going real detailed and then not being able to fly because it's all jerky. The great thing I like about it is perfectly perfect all the time. Each to their own, each to their own. But
pretty much got my settings pegged in VR.
Same here.
And this thing is holding.
Yeah, it's nice.
Very nice.
Okay, we're on a vector of due north. The next bit, Simba. I'm going to do a thing, God's eye view for whatever the hell this area is. Wow, look, I can see the whole thing. That's Suez, viewers. 80 miles of pure coolness. How about that? Okay, well, there's a base on the left, apparently. Hello. There it is. Oh, look, a big bridge.
The swinging bridges. Did you see those back there?
No. What do you mean?
Here, I'll turn around. So the bridges pivot, so
right.
the canal can be open.
I'm watching you.
Out.
Oh, Simba blacked out. We've got to cut the next bit out, viewers. Yeah, we'll do that. Well, viewers, Simba had a minor incident that definitely didn't happen. But where are these things that you were talking about, Simba?
You'll see them. They'll be turned perpendicular to the canal. That way the ship can transition through, and then when vehicles need to go across, it like pivots 180 degrees. Or 90 degrees.
I haven't seen one. I found a suspension bridge and it's sexy as hell and it's going to get blown up soon in one of my missions. But, so I do, viewers, to blow things up. You know that. But I don't see Simba's thing, viewers. Ah, I think I see them. Right, stand by. I'm just going to god mode my way over there. Yes, I see them. What isn't that a clever way of making a bridge? It must be British. Look, they spin, viewers, and create a freaking bridge. That's pretty clever. I'll meet you back at Syad or towards Syad, and then we'll go across to Sinai. Viewers, I'm trying to think of anything obvious that I've missed. We've seen the pyramids. We've seen this massive suspension bridge, which is at Break Onchara West. God, it's massive. I mean, I can hit that. We've seen various bases, not all of them, obviously. Stadium. We've seen lots of townships. Villages. That's a nice little village there. You know, viewers, we're back in the Nile Delta. Do you see that? All the sexy greenery. Big industrial crap to blow up. That's what I'm all about. Look at that straight town. What is that straight town all about? Oh, I see. Look, these are little channels that I told you. Oh, they're all channels. I can see them all now. Yes. You see that, viewers? They've built... That's man-made because it's straight. See that? See what's happened there? And they've built up along it. All those humans have moved in beside it. Like a giant feeding trough for humans. Oh, you see that? I found it, and I thought of the words in, but it's called irrigation. You know, about how you irrigate your bowels? They're irrigating the Nile Delta. Look at that, viewers. They're irrigating the Nile Delta. That's so cool. Right. Back at Port Syad, viewers. Right, Simba, let's head across the north of the Sinai. Are you here, by the way? Because I haven't seen you since you definitely didn't crash. All right. Right, viewers, so we've done all this Nile Delta all the way around it now, which is interestingly... Wow, 200 miles across. Right, so here's loads of furtive land. I don't think there's much to see on the north of Sinai, viewers. I mean, I've never heard of anything interesting up here. I get shouted up by the valued viewers who all live in the north of Sinai now. Convenient. Oh look, Simba's here. Welcome back. Right, see if we can see anything. There's some little... Oh look, there's a bit there. Oh, it's not. There's nothing there, look. Probably stuff that's going to be added, you know. So they put the basic land in, but they haven't put the houses in and stuff. I imagine that's what that is at the moment. That's in the Sinai. I thought the Sinai had no greenery, viewers. Look, it has greenery. And I don't think they can do that with salt water, can they? So it's got to be irrigated from, I don't know, somewhere. Here's some nice topography. Here's that area, weird area, with that hasn't been populated yet, viewers. Copy and paste some serious hamlets in there.
Down and to your right should be an airbase.
No, not in the Sinai. There's not.
I'm looking at
Mellors,
heading 156.
Yeah, there's Mellors, but it's we're not going there. It's 50 miles out of our way. Apparently, viewers can't afford that time out of their wallets. They have a time wallet. I'm at 50,000 feet, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Friggin' F-16. No, I'm not going to Mellors. You know what I will do, though? I will look like that. Yeah, it's got houses, it's a military base, and it almost certainly got bombed in 1967, if it existed at the time. Next point, when's this modelled? I'm guessing now, viewers, in 2023. Look how you can zoom in like this, viewers, and just look at anything. See that? Wish I could do that in real life. Oh, there's a new type of building coming up. And some pools. Why does everyone... How can people afford pools in Egypt? Like, 1 in every million English people has a swimming pool. Guys, I'm looking all over Sinai. That's Sinai. I can literally see the extent of Sinai. That's mental. And that there is friggin' Israel. Man, this whole area is so packed together. It must be a friggin'... There's a word for it. I just don't know what the word for it is. Cooking pot. There we go. Cooking pot. Guessing that's Israel there, viewers. Israel is going to get very populated compared to what we've seen. Down there it's a town.
Should be Palestine first, right?
Yeah, so now this is where I get confused because I don't understand this myself, viewers. But this area here is the Gaza Strip, which is Palestinian, but Israel thinks it's Israel, or I don't know. I don't fully understand. Is it its own country? What is the Gaza Strip? I know it's Palestinian and not Israel per se, and they're sort of like self-governed, but I don't really know what it is. Is it a country like England, or is it? You'll explain it to me, viewers, and I still won't understand. It still won't make any sense to me.
Some countries identify it as like a city-state. Israel, I don't think Israel has given up territorial claim to it, but they do allow the Palestinians to self-govern. Right,
so that makes sense, doesn't it? So like a kind of agreement, gentleman's agreement. Yeah, and they fire. Get ready for the monetization, but they fire rockets from Gaza, don't they? They fire old BM-21s, old Russian rockets from Gaza, unguided rockets, into Israel. And Israel has something called an Iron Dome. Oh, we can model it now. We can model Iron Dome. It's been on my to-do list for ages, but I haven't had displays. So I can model Iron Dome, which is a really interesting missile site umbrella that shoots down unguided rockets. Right, so this is the Mediterranean here, viewers. I am Mediterranean. We're now heading into Gaza. In fact, Simba, we're 14 miles from Gaza. So here is the corner of Egypt, viewers. I'm diving down on it too. I've enjoyed Egypt, but I've seen enough of it, to be honest, and I want to now go and have a look at Gaza. That looks like a natural border. I'm almost certain that's a border, viewers. Yep, it 100% is.
It's natural.
Yeah, look, you can see the borders. Look at that. There's the border between Palestine and Egypt. There's the border between Palestine and Israel. And there is Israel and Egypt. Man, I bet that's a friggin' tense border. And I'm allowed to say that because we have North Ireland and Southern Ireland. Republic of Ireland. Island of Ireland. Now, there's some little greenhouse things down here, but what are they? You have to go and find out. We're in Gaza! We're in Gaza! Yay! Wow, it looks very old-fashioned here, viewers. Look how old-fashioned it looks. You see that? I don't know what the greenhouses are. You'll have to let me know. It's pretty though. It's just very. I'll describe it as pretty and old-fashioned, viewers. With a little thing there. Look. Man, I wish I was self-governed. Bit bad idea actually. Oh look, there's a little township there. Let's go and see what that is. That was. It's kind of hard to say. It's all sort of mingled together. It was Khan Yunis. Khan Yunis. What's the capital of the Gaza Strip? No idea, and I don't know even if there is a such thing, because I still don't really understand what the hell it is. More buildings. Okay, I'm coming up to what looks like a really heavy populated area, Simba. You can see the border. Can you see the border, viewers? That must be the border. It is. You can see the fences and stuff. That's the border between the Gaza Strip, which is freaking tiny. Look at it. Look how small the Gaza Strip is. That's it there. See? Man, that's tiny. Right, let's go and see how big it is, actually. Oh my god, it's 20 miles long and 3 miles wide. So it's like the size of my village. Since when was the Gaza Strip so tiny? Man, that must be crazy. I wonder what the population is here. It's got a port there. I can see the end of the Gaza Strip. We've come over the Gaza Strip in like 2 minutes, Simba. No hugely interesting artifacts down here, but it is an interesting place. There's the border, viewers. Can you see the border? Fences and, you know, bordery stuff. There's a blown up thing down there. Gotta go and find out what that is. That's topical. I found a blown up thing.
Yeah,
You seen that?
I found a
you see that?
A power line
of course you did,
structure that's been toppled over.
Yep, I've got it right here. Look, viewers, this must be modelled on what's right. There's a wall. There's actually a wall between Palestine and Israel. When did that happen? And who built it? And who's keeping who in and out?
The Israelis built it. Israelis built it a long time ago.
But I thought Gaza wanted to be Gaza. God, this is confusing. I mean, isn't that like a bit expensive way of doing things? I better not show my wife. My wife hates walls of any kind. She's very anti-wall. Look at it, it's massive.
It has to do with all the conflict.
Right. It's a wall that's tens of miles long. Never knew this existed. Learn a bit about that then. Alright. Right, well, we're past Gaza now. Oof, I feel a bit relieved. I mean, I felt the tension just by flying over it. Right, we're now going to Hatzor. I mean, this is like a super mega populated bit of Israel. In fact, I think Israel is just super mega populated wherever you go. That's one thing I've learned about Israel. Solar sites, I think. Maybe not.
We will have to find it for a future video, but there is the big solar array.
Roger. Viewers, the other map, the Syria map, comes down to about there. So we've got ways to go yet. We've got Tel Aviv coming up. Where's this port town? There are little red house buildings, viewers. Massive harbour. Massive docks. What is that? It is... I don't know. It's so insignificant, it's not even friggin' named. I don't know, but we've got a pretty place we're coming over now. And a base at Palmahim. That's a military base. They're all freaking military bases. See that? That's kind of cool. Oh, it's the capital. Is it? Yes, it's Tel Aviv. This is the capital of Israel, Simba. Did you know that?
I did.
Right, well, let's go and have a look around the buildings. Look, can you see the buildings, viewers? There's a massive one on the right. Tel Aviv. Population size, unknown. Actual size, about to find out. 10. This is more like a normal
skinny
city.
tower on the coast.
It's 10 by 10 square. Roger, I'm going. Another base there, you see that? Huge one. Which one's that? Ben Gurion. It is Ben Gurion. Now, I think Ben Gurion was one of their leaders, viewers. Let me know if I've got that right. I think it was one of their leaders. Just like the equivalent of JFK. Look. Look. There's things. There's buildings. You see all these buildings? Millions of them. Thousands of them. Oh, this is posh real estate. Look, right out in the Mediterranean. Man, I'd love to live here. So nice looking. It's a giant chimney. One thing I've always wanted to like.
Tiny runway.
Tiny runway.
You're right.
We're going to be using that sucker. Lantern Sirius A10s. And 9G. And let's go and have a look at these suckers. So this place would have F-16I Sufas, viewers. And F-15I... No. What are the F-15s they use? Dang it, I've forgotten. Now, Israel has a really interesting military history, viewers. Like, more interesting than you can possibly imagine. But one of the things they do in recent times is they take American jets and they modify them for their own use to make their own special Israeli versions. It's a very Israel thing to do. But they have history of getting planes any which way, even stealing them sometimes. Like literally. So amazing history. Look at that tower. History of their aviation history. One thing's for sure, they always go their own freaking way. Great modelling of these towers, Simba. Have you seen them all? Triangles, squares. Turbulent, have you crashed again?
Nope. There's a very unique one that I'm circling.
I'm circling you, so what is it?
Oh, yeah, this is right off my right wing.
Roger, got him. Oh, he's very nice. I'm going to call that the Oblong Tower. Oh, things happened. Supercap's just been challenged to fly through these. No, I'm not. Oh my god, I finally got less than 60 FPS. It happened. It happened for a few seconds. Now I'm back to normal. Look at that one, viewers. See that? Oh look, and that, you see that? I don't know what that is.
Definitely just spend hours on this map trying to find all the unique terrain features.
Oh, we're never going to get time because we're literally, after we've done this, it's straight back to frigging relentless war games. But yeah, it's nice to have a little time just to chill out and do this, viewers. Very rare in our schedule.
Airport.
Right, so that's going to be Ben Gurion, then, isn't it? Where is it? Where are you, Simba? So this will be their main, this will be their main airfield. And then, like, literally of the country. So that'll be a civilian, I imagine, Simba. I want to visit all these countries. Viewers, go fund me, please. Terminal, sexy. Very nice. It's starting to look like the other map now, like the Syria map. Now, it's not the same guys that made it, I don't think. So it's, that must mean either it's a coincidence or it's modelled well. Because it looks almost identical to the Syria map at this point. Right, Simba, we are not going any higher, as we agreed, because much higher, and we've already got that in the other map, and I don't want to waste the viewer's time. We're over to the Dead Sea on break. 1, 2, 0. For maximum boom boom. Hang on, are we going to the West Bank? That's another controversial. We are in the West Bank, viewers! This, in 1967, I think, was taken from Jordan and never given back for, again, complex reasons I can never possibly understand. And look at all these little settlements and the hilltops. Simba, can you see them? Little Spanish villas on the park, on the treetop, on the hilltops. Oh, look at that, sexy. Lovely bit of terrain around here. This may have to replace our new fighting area that we're currently using, South Atlantic for. Actually, I'm not sure they're high enough for that. We can do some helicopter battles here, though. Viewers, would you like to see some helicopter battles here? Bobbing in and out of these little towns? That one there, look. See that? They just build them on the top of the hills. Why do they do that? What's the thinking behind it? Dead Sea. Simba, why is it called the Dead Sea? Because I don't know. Not a trick question.
The salt content in it is so high, nothing can survive.
Okay, well, here's the next question then. Why the hell has it got salt in it? It's not an actual sea, look. It's a freaking lake.
Well, because people associate the sea with high salt content. Yes, people float, but like, it's like a thing to go out into the Dead Sea and just float in it.
Man, I want to go. Little things, look, greenhouses, viewers.
I may have floated in it once.
Ah, look at you doing things, Simba. Look at you knowing the world. Simba's travelled like 1,000,000 miles. I've travelled like 800 miles my entire miserable life. Simba's gone absolutely everywhere. Right, we are... That over there is Jordan, I think, Simba. I'm right, that's Jordan.
It is.
Wow.
Yep, that is the... Jordan is on the eastern side of the Dead Sea.
Jeez, this country is so small. Israel is 40 miles wide. My country is small, but it's like 20 times as big. Viewers, that's amazing. Look, that's Jordan in there. Now, it's not kind of fleshed out at the moment. I'm not sure how much they're going to flesh it out. I mean, I say that. Actually, yeah, it's a giant city. Oh, I take that back. Right, Amman. Is that the capital of Jordan? I'm way out of my depth now.
Amman is the capital.
Look, it's got the capital of Jordan. We can't really go and explore that. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to God mode myself over there quickly. Hello, Amman. That's Amman. Look, another frigging capital. I didn't even know this was modelled, but it's massive. Look. Can you see it? Oops, I did a thing. Giant capital of Jordan. I think there's a king of Jordan. I'm certain there's a king of Jordan, actually.
There is.
You see that? I said there's a king of friggin' England, so... Or UK. Or Britain. There, I quickly God-moded my way across. Not Damascus. Where is it? Amman. Amman. Alright, very sexy. And this is the border between Jordan and Israel. Again, another massively hot friggin' border. Little towns, tennis courts and stuff. Right, Simba, we're on our last leg now. This is Jordan. Look, you can see the mountains or the hills of Jordan. Isn't that a song? Or, no, probably got that wrong, haven't I? There's a little place there, look. Another city. Madaba. Simba's literally flying through Jordan. Now, bombing raids have been committed. This is going to allow us to do some of the bombing raids. They went over Jordan to bomb nuclear reactors in Iraq and was spotted by the King of Jordan, I believe, during Operation Break Babylon and Operation Opera in 1982. God, look at me remembering things. It's Jordan, look, viewers. Man, the guys who make these maps are, and I quote, nuts. Why? Who's going to sit and model all this stuff? They'll earn no money from it. They never do. And look, all this modeler stuff is what we call a hobby of passion. But then again, you can say, why do I restore old cars and stuff? I don't get any money for it. I just do it. So I guess it's the same kind of thing, right? Some nice foothills in Jordan here. I'm over a really weird part of the Dead Sea that I don't understand, Simba. What is this bit I'm about to go over that looks like, I don't know, something weird? You've been to the Dead Sea. You should be able to answer this. You're right in Jordan, by the way. I'm sure you know that, but...
Yeah, I don't actually know what it's called.
Well, I'm over this thing anyway, viewers. Again, as ever, you'll have to let me know why all this weird stuff's happening. Maybe the Dead Sea is falling to pieces. Like a jigsaw. Something's happening there. Alright, I think we're not going to go over to Navar Team. Even though it's an amazing base. I think we're definitely running short of time now, viewers. So I think we're going to punch it down to Ovdar. You can make your own way there. Can you go via the Jordanian mountains so I can get some screenshots of those pics, Simba? Should I say Simba Wimba? Viewers, how have you liked the map so far? Best thing for me so far? Frame rate, 60 FPS all the time, and it looks, you know, good and modern as well. So that's my favourite bit about it. And there's also loads of it modelled. Of the areas, it's not the biggest. It's probably average size for the, you know, terrain size, but it's good. And the graphics are awesome as well. I mean, look at that. See that? I mean, how much better do you really want it to look? You're just literally flying over to Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is going to be really boring soon. Look, they've even got a Saudi Arabian town. No, it's not modelled yet. Oh, yes, it is. Yep, there's villages and stuff in there. There'll be lots of oil, though. Sim's put autopilot on and he's gone for a big poo, I think, because look, it's just off. Right, we're flying down the border, viewers. We're literally flying down the border now of Jordan and Israel. That's the border there. Can you see it? It goes all the way there to the Red Sea, which is... Can't see it. It's over there somewhere. All these little towns and villages along the border. Can you see them? Very nice. But I don't think there's anything particularly interesting thing down there, viewers, so I think we're just going to go Mark II, if that's all right with you.
So there is Petra, one of the 7 wonders of the world, is right here a couple miles west of that river that's you're kind of traveling down.
How did you know about that then?
I've been to Petra.
God damn it! See what I mean, viewers? Is this fair? The dirt, the sand is quite brown over there. I wonder why this dirt is quite brown, the ground where you are. That's interesting.
It looks burnt. Like
Why?
when you're traveling, it's just bakes in the sun all day long.
Huh. Roger. Crop circles, look, they've managed to manufacture some greenery in the middle of Jordan. Ooh, I think I'm going to stop. Look, that is how they make it green. They irrigate it with those things. Can you see that? That's why there's crop circles there. They spin that thing around. Finally, we learned. Not learnt. Learned. Okay, you're coming over the burnt mountains. I'm going to call them the burnt mountains. Oh, a wind farm. Greta will be ever so pleased. And I'm looking at it now. Look, viewers. Are you pressed for me for spotting that? They are literally generating some gigawatts right now. So they can power my... Gigolo? Don't know. Can power my something. Power my frigging computer for rendering this frigging map. I'm Mach 1.8, 1.9 by the way, just in case you were jealous, which you are. That's the border there between Israel and Jordan again, viewers. But I might go and get a bit of a closer up. Pew! Look, I can see the world. Do you see that, viewers? Look how far I can see up from up here. 48,000 feet. Wow.
Oh, they're all turning in synchronization.
They were, aren't they? It's almost like there's a uniform wind. Solar arrays, big. Oh, I've got to go and have a look at them. Look, they're actually modelled really well. Wow. Okay, that's a bit OTT, but they're super well modelled. Look, viewers, you can see that, which I'm sure you can. Yeah, so the solar array is high def. I'm almost at Suez, and that's the end of our journey. That means I can get my dinner finally. Viewers, it's been a long day. How long? Sweet, 18 hours. Been a very, very busy day. You found some more windmills, Simba. Look, they put it on top of the mountains. That's clever, isn't it? Or I'm diving down for Suez. Must be a massive train link there or something. Oh, hang on. Why would you have that when you got the Suez Canal? No, this isn't Suez Canal. This isn't Suez. I've been saying Suez all the time. It's not. It's the other place, viewers. Oh, I get so confused. That's Suez there. Oh, and it's my favourite place so far. It looks sexy. Look at it. It's got my new bachelor pad sitting right there. What a great place to end. Viewers, so let's try and summarise. I feel like an adventurer now. We've seen everything. We've been to Port Said, all the way around here to Alexandria, cut across the Nile Delta, looked around Calais, the pyramids. We discovered there's more than one pyramid, which is amazing. Looked at all these places, the town centre, went out to here, to Suez, went north up the Suez Canal, right across here. Make sure I'm not dead, and I'm not. And then we went up through the Gaza Strip, up to Tel Aviv, over to the West Bank, down to the Dead Sea, down here, all the way into Jordan a bit, and then got shot down by the King of Jordan, then all the way down here, and then get to this place. Idiot, there it is, Eilat. Simba, what was your favourite bit?
I think my favorite bit's going to turn into these mountain valleys over here.
You like them? Oh, they are good. Look at that. Visual. You're right, it is Jordan and Israel. Actually, we might be... Yeah, it's sort of a threesome at this point. It's actually Jordan, Israel, and break Saudi Arabia, I'm going to have a guess at. There's some lovely mountains there, viewers. That screams Canyon Run bombing mission, if nothing else. You can see the graphics, viewers?
If they were to model Petra, it's going to be somewhere in this general area.
Roger, I still don't know what that is. I'm sure Simba knows what he's talking about. Since you are essentially Michael Palin, no one knows.
It's like a building. It's like a structure, like carved into the side of one of these mountains. It looks like a ancient, you know.
Well, you've obviously got a hard on for it. So you go and find that, Simba. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just have a little look around the place that is not Suez, Eilat, which I love. I think it's brilliant. I'm retiring here if I ever get to retire, which blatantly isn't going to happen. But if I do, I'm coming here. It's hot, sunny. It's got some greenery. Got a friggin' pool. And that's it, Simba. I'm going to land in Eilat and retire. Viewers, obviously we've only seen a fraction of what this map's got to offer, but obviously we've only got an hour or whatever the hell this is going to be. But I think we've got a good flavour and feel, and when I mean feel, not just, you know, for the details, but also a good feel for how it runs and stuff like that, which is probably the most impressive bit about it, which is good. So there's only one thing to do, and that is to get my freaking air brake out, get that freaking thing up, get that freaking canopy off, and get my freak on. Sweet, wrong button. There we go. Viewers, from this, I'm not sure when it's coming out, but from this video, do you like it? What do you think about it? Is it cool? There's a number of things happening.
Oh, you landing or you
Yeah, baby.
bringing it down?
On a road. A really ill-suitable road. It's Grim Reaper's video and the viewers want freaking fire. Alright. Oh! Yeah, I blew up. Oh well. Let's see what happens to Simba. Did you find your stupid thing, whatever it was? The Statue of Liberty?
No, the Temple of the Petra Temple.
That's what I said.
I'm gonna end up going to Google and cross-referencing it where it is on Google Maps and where it is in these valleys. If it is modeled,
Yes, Simba?
you'll have to check it out on Rumble.
Alright, Simba, put that freaking bird down. That's some hors d'oeuvre. The viewers want to go to bed and I desperately need something to eat. A waste away, is that what you want? No one really wants that. Boom. Right, this is where we're retiring to, Simba, when we finally get married. What? When we finally get our pad in the sun, we're moving to here. I've decided.
Heterosexual life partners?
Yeah, sure. Several life partners. That works for me.
Open marriage.
Yeah, we'll make friggin' DCS videos as a living all day. Which I kind of already do. But in the sun! Here he goes, viewers. What could possibly go wrong? Simba, is that actually a lake? It's a lake! Land in it anyway! That's an hors d'oeuvre! You've made your decision. Stick with it. Be a man. Oh, there's a fence! A massive fence! We keep finding such fun things. Simba! Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Simba Wimba! Landed in the Lake of Galilee. There's not the Lake of Galilee. And there's a giant fence there to keep Israelis out, question mark? Who knows? This country is so friggin' complicated. I really enjoyed that, viewers, and I learned a little bit along the way, and I hope I made some friends as well. Probably didn't. Anything to add, Simba Wimba?
Really well done map. You know, I think the people are going to be happy with it when it releases. Frame rates are already good on it. A lot of unique features, a lot of mountains to fly in, and a lot of historical battles to reenact.
Awesome. Go and buy it. Bye-bye.